Holy shit, we agreed on something. But Kurisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. I want to get it working again. And my assistant here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave, name subject to change, is in fact a time machine. That's my thing. That's my theory. So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time. Frozen gel chicken? No, I didn't. I think Mayuri ate the refrozen chicken. Too small. Okay. What is Crunchy-kun? A brand of pops? A fake brand of popsicle. Soda flavor, cola, grape, limited promotional. Win! 2% to get a win stick. And then it released it. No, we shouldn't. Of course not. She has a good point. Just wants to explain what's happening to the bananas. Kurisu frowns deeply. What could have happened during the discharge phenomenon that could have caused us to not be able to jellify shit anymore? She's making sense here. Okay. Should pretty much discount. There must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Kurisu's stomach. Nothing wrong with being hungry. Jeez. Relax. Kurisu turns away as she looks at her watch. Yeah. Oh, don't even go there. You're gonna get punched. Okay.
カップ麺もらうわ。カップ麺か。ちなみに味。醤油味と塩味がある。塩味。
She seemed in the mood to eat.
それと
She must be really hungry.
フォークある。
It's past midnight. It's officially Monday. At 8 o'clock, the two of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Daru said he didn't want any, and ever since then we've been examining the phone wave, name subject to change. I've mainly focused on the terminal mode settings through the X68000. The programs Daru wrote are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. Hacker term? Yep. Kurisu's been examining the AC adapter and the lab's electrical switchboard for a while. Though we stopped her when she tried to disassemble them. Oh, nice. It's early morning and she still shows no sign of leaving. I guess we really piqued her scientific curiosity now. Where is she staying anyways? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months and she did say she was going back to America this month. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. Whatever the reason that she decided to come back on board with us, she is still interested in this phone wave. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the trains were stopped? Don't tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has a curfew, so she always goes back home to Ikebukuro. Daru and I frequently stay here, though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs. I hardly think there's a correlation. Okay. Kurisu turns to me and sighs. Fair enough. My apologies. Living in a hotel? Well, true, renting an apartment for just a month is absurd, but... Hey, watch it, Betty. What's wrong with hotels? I see. That's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I finally understand. Well, she's probably told us more than enough that we... And he also dabbled in time travel theories. No. Well, you asked about her parents, and I'm not your biggest fan, Kurisu, but I'll give you that. Okabe, you asked about her parents, and it's only natural for her to answer. Okay. Well, Kurisu pouts and says no more. Fair enough. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall. Alrighty then. Okay. I think I heard Kurisu's teeth grind. Kurisu doesn't look me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is. It's just apologies. It's just a force of habit of me to make lame jokes when things get stressful.
私の心に土足で踏み込んだのよ。
Okay, I'm sorry. Could her father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. Yeah. I tried to think of the words, but before I can say anything... Oh, shit! Daru's war cry echoes through the lab! And Daru shows his white teeth in a wide grin as he gives a thumbs up. Yahoo! That's next on my list. Fair enough. Oh. It's the CERN Council of Evil. Kurisu looks at me coldly. Whatever, let's leave the IBN 5100 database for another day. Yeah? We couldn't get concrete information on either before. Kurisu stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared. Nice. Literally. Next thing you know, we're gonna remote into his computer. Kurisu is unimpressed. A double meaning. Yes. Daru, who's been searching through the log, suddenly stops. He displays a graphic on the monitor. Looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads, Z program, top secret. Whoa. Alright. I asked Daru, but Kurisu answers instead, her tone flat. Thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. Ooh. So maybe that's why the IBN 5000 was central to CERN's operations. The years match, after all. So the shit from the start of the Z project is probably... This encoded database is probably shit from the start of the Z project. No, that's wrong. It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBN hid their proprietary programming language in the IBN 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. Absolutely. IBN and CERN are co-conspirators. And both of them are being manipulated from the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that's way more interesting. Okay, your head's getting out of control. Why are you... Daru noticed a complaint. Why are you copy-pasting JPEGs? What's on screen right now looks like English.
ンス語やらオランダ語やらドイツ語で書かれたものもあるの？中身は同じみたいだけど。
Okay.
時空の支配とそれに基づく歴史の破壊。言い換えれば、過去から未来までを含む委員会によって完全なる理想郷を実現することは、21世紀に向けてのセルンの存在意義となる。
Oh. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking at a stilted clip.
あ、そっか。マキセ氏って英語できるんじゃん？
Yeah.
でかした助手。お前がアメリカに留学したのも全て今日この時のためだったのだな。
No, but
そんなわ
okay.
けあるか。勝手に運命感じないで。
Too late for that. You've got a role in our fantasy world, whether you want it or not. Daru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer.
本日の計画は秘密保持のため、また臨機応変な計画名の変更を可能にするため、Z プログラムと命名されていた。Z はすなわちオメガであり、ヤーである。
Yeah.
その名に意味、あるいは何らかの情熱的な精神を込めることを禁止する。プログラム従事者に不利益を与えることが推測されるためです。
Oh.
Z プログラムは国家間の枠組みを超えた極秘共同プロジェクトであり、電磁波研究と同じく300人委員会から承認を受けた最優先研究事項である。
Okay, that sounds like a sinister name.
以後、セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべては、この Z プログラムの隠れ蓑として機能させることが決定された。
Oh. I guess Kurisu's reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. Very bureaucratic.
プログラムの具体的な内容は書かれていないのか。
Daru types on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window.
あった。
Alright.
これは
What? Something's shocked her? Kurisu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen.
なんだ。 Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた時空間転移実験を行う。
Time-space displacement experiments. In other words,
タイムトラベル実験。
I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. We need our secrecy. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us.
まさか本当だったなんて。しかも40年近く前から世界中の科学者を欺いてきたっていう。
Sounds like it.
俺の睨んだ通りだな。セルの裏には巨大な影が潜んでいる。おそらく機関、あるいはそれに準ずる組織だ。
You're right, but
何が機関だ、この中二病。たまには真面目に話しなさい。
he can't help it.
バカを言うな。俺の言葉は常に真実を指しているぞ。つか、機関っていうより委員会じゃね？そう書いてあったし。
Yeah, there's an actual...
300人委員会か。セルン評議会とはまた別のものを指してると思うけど、何を指してるのかしら。
The Unseen, and in the Chinibyo category, the Unseen Master is a secret organization rumored to manipulate the world behind the scenes. One world government, a new world order.
世界はあらゆる疑問を出している。
Yes, yes.
お前たちが思っている話聞いている。300人委員会こそあらゆる秘密結社、各国政府、あらゆる財閥の最上位に位置する
So it's
巨大な闇だ。
so it's clear that Okabe's writing all these notes.
適当に言って。事実だ。
We all know how reliable of a source Google can be.
どれだけ反映しようと時間という壁に突き当たってきた。その壁を突破することのできるタイムトラベル技術は人類史を大きく塗り替えるだろう。文字通りの意味でな。
Literally. Yeah?
かつての核兵器と同じく神に等しき存在になれる禁断の果実だ。それを得たいという誘惑に抗うことのできる者はいない。当然ながら権力を持つ者はあらゆる手段を用いて手に入れようとするだろう。人としての倫理など神を目指す者たちにとっては抱きすべきざれ事だ。わかるか、クリスティーナ。ご公説をどう思う？
Yeah.
そこまでスラスラと喋れることはあんたも神を目指してる。この包囲教の望むそんな神候補どもの打倒、そして支配構造が崩壊した後の混沌だよ。法王院に聞いてるんじゃない。私は岡部に聞いている。
Fair enough.
俺は法王院だ。つまり自分を持ってないってことね。
Okay. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity?
そんなことよりマキセ氏 Z プログラムの続きプリーズ。
誰？そんなこととはどういう言い草だ。
I agree. Keep reading.
陰謀論は聞き飽きたオカリンの妄想より Z プログラムの方が気になるし。
I told you they're not delusions and they're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN.
ジョッシュ、続きを。
Though huffing out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating.
プログラム第一段階、大型ハドロン衝突型加速器の建設および実用化。
Ring types, yep. Droid particles can be sent through an electromagnetic field to bend their trajectory through the Lorentz force.
加速器については1959年に完成した陽子シンクロトロンからの半世紀にわたるノウハウ蓄積により一定成果を上げている。プログラム第2段階、リフターの実用化および調整。
Lifter.
これにより2つ以上の人工的な局所場特異点の生成およびカーブラックホールの生成を可能とする。なおブラックホール生成についての情報を意図的に曲解させてリークし、プログラム本来の目的について悟られぬようにすることが必要である。
Leaking misinformation.
プログラム
Oh.
第3段階
I.
プログラム第4段階。
Kurisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath and finally mutters angrily.
人体実験。
マジで。
A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this?
なあオカリン、前にハッキングした時のこと覚えてるか？確か盗み読みしたメールに書いてあったよね。実験 テッドミスマッチ詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートをなんとかかんとか
The Jellyman's report. Did they fucking jellify a human? Someone died.
それって人体実験となんか関係あんのかな
My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy?
ゼリーマンズレポートを探してくれマジっすかマジだただしクリスティーナ
This is your chance to get out if you don't want to be a part of this. Before you get in too far.
お前はもう帰る
なんで今さら
ゼリーマンズレポート嫌な予感がするこれを見たら俺たちはもう普通の生活には戻れないお前はその若さでサイエンス誌に論文が載るほどの天才だ有望な将来を捨てる必要はない
もしかして心配してくれてる
Yeah?
当たり前だお前は俺の助手だから
I mean, we're just some college-age fucks in a fucking second-floor basement. And you're a super famous published genius girl giving lectures at our college. You have much more to lose,
助手じゃないって
Kurisu.
言ってんだろ気遣ってくれてどうもでも帰らないわよこの事実を世界に告発しないと
Well,
ダメだそれは危険すぎる
ビビってるのか
俺たちはこの陰謀を前にしたらあまりに無力だ下手な行動を起こせば即消されるだろう
だからって
oh,
これは遊びではない冗談で言っているのでもない
we aren't joking. Finally.
告発はやめる
Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits.
でも帰らないから気になって眠れない
後悔しないな
しない
Okay, let's hope not. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit, or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. I understand her just not being able to give up on this completely. To leave something like that hanging without going over that edge, certainly difficult. Doesn't look like I could persuade her to back down. Even if it's dangerous, you still want to know?
ダルはどうする覚悟はできているか僕はスーパーハッカーだし
He's comfortable even in this situation.
そもそも足がつくようなヘマもしないっつうか
They'd better not know. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Kurisu in the eye.
よし始めよう
Kurisu gives the seat to Daru.
なお本作戦名はレーギャルンの箱とする
The gigantic chest protected by 9 logs that contains the cursed sword Leviathan. Not Leviathan. Leviathan.
なんで北欧神話
Uh-huh.
北欧神話なんきっとかっこいいからじゃね
Yeah, it's cool.
そもそも作戦名とか言っちゃう男の人って
That's a military term?
作戦開始
I mean, it does contain a cursed sword, so... Commence operation! He soon finds the Jellyman's report. Required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping, with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman in Jellyman's report means.
ジェリーマンズレポート10
Oh no. Oh no.
被験者ジェームス・マッカーシー31歳出身アメリカ Z プログラム4実験日2005年1月28日13時05分
That looks horrifying. Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud.
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ
またそれかよ。
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の特異点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる
Well, that's a horrible way to go.
4月3日ニューヨーク14丁目にてビルの壁面に右半身が埋もれるようにして死んでいる男が発見された
So he was in a Bethesda game. Okay. Sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end.
身元不明の男の死体は
The man's body
全身がブヨブヨのゼリー状になっていた
was completely jellified. Well, there we have it. Butterfly effects divergence. There we have it. The ticking of a clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent, but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked.
なんだこれ。
Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper.
ゼリーマンってゲル化したってこと？
It would appear so. Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified banana is produced by the phone wave, name subject to change, and the jellified corpses produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature.
人体実験
Kurisu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image.
しかも完全ではないけどタイムトラベルを成功させてるってことになるわね
It would appear so. I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kurisu's words.
この新聞記事1921年のニューヨークタイムズよ
It would appear so.
およそ90年前。
見て
Kurisu points to part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it. CERN. 213547. 5473? They set him into a Bethesda game. They lodged him into a wall.
これだけか。いや、まだ結構ある。全部で14人分かな。
14. Jeez.
ゼリーモンという言葉だ。ゲル化した人間を意味するなら、その数だけ人体実験の犠牲者がいるということか。
I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and wet my throat.
他のも見せてくれ。
Wetting my throat with that Dr. P. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud.
ジェリーマンズレポート9
Les Fabojou Po.
被験者ダン・ストレイスキー26歳出身カナダ Z プログラム4実験日2004年9月6日14時10分実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ新聞記事の切り抜きの方はこれフランス語ね私も読めない
2001年の1月31日というのが読み取れる。
場所はフランスのポーかな
Pau, France. 2001. That's fairly recent. Pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified. Daru goes to the next report.
ジェリーマンズレポート8
Oh, that's a girl. Linda Hill. British.
出身イギリス Z プログラム4実験日2004年2月15日13時45分実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ1972年10月2日インドタミルナードゥ
1972.
州のダルマプリの路上でゼリー状になった女性の遺体発見遺体は放置された後で車にひかれた跡があり
Oh,
下半身は損壊していた
Daru goes on to the next page.
ゼリーマンズレポート7被験者ミハエル・ラング33歳出身ドイツ Z プログラム4実験日2002年10月4日
Jesus.
13時28分実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ
The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. May 24th, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hiei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. It was pre-war, though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. Mark? This picture shows a beach, beautiful but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. Sand. It must have washed ashore. Is this
ジェリ
Hawaii?
ーマンズレポート6被験者マーク・ヒューズ30歳出身アメリカ Z プログラム4実験日2002年8月23日12時52分実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ1985年7月1日
Streamway
ス
Faroe
トレイモイ島の
Islands.
海岸に奇妙な物体が流れ着いたそれは成人男性のようにも見えるがクラゲのようなブヨブヨの物体であり生きてはいない
Oh,
島の住人たちの間では半魚人の死骸ではないかという噂も肩と見られる場所にはセルンという刻印があったがセルンは関与を否定している
once again.
まだ見る。もう十分だ。
There are 14 of these people?
現場所が世界中に散らばっているこの結果からどんな解が導き出せるのかしら
They're conducting tests without
その場所
creating connected incidents?
そうは思えない。
Or maybe so you're saying that these are random outputs?
カーブラックホールが得意点をどうたらってあったけど、それが原因じゃ。
Or likely unintended outputs from the Kerr black holes?
お
Kerr black
よ
holes?
びカーブラックホール内の得意点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる。そう書いてあった。
Yes.
カーブラックホールって普通のブラックホールとなんか違うん？
理論上存在を予言されているブラックホールよ。中心の得意点が回転しているという特徴がある。
I'm sure CERN has proven
実
it.
在することはまだ証明されていないし、証明しようもないけど。
Kerr black holes. Where have I heard that term before?
そうか。超タイタン。
Tyler said his time machine used Kerr black holes.
タイタンはこう言っていた。2034年にセルンによってタイムマシン開発は成功したと。そしてタイター自身は2036年からやってきたと。
It makes sense for Tyler and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Kurisu sounds unimpressed. Kurisu closes her eyes deep in thought.
そんなのむちゃくちゃよ。下手したら地球ごと飲み込まれかねないような行為。 カーブラックホールは仮説であって。
Those gel people aren't
タ
really
イタンの予言
theoretical.
は現実であり、ミューツベに出ていた LHC 実験における最悪の予想図もほぼ事実になりつつある。
Let me guess, a video sharing site. Shocker.
タイターの予言は知らんけど、ミューツベで問題の動画見たことある。2、3年前に話題になってたよな。
CG mock-up of an LHC-generated mini black hole swallowing the Earth. It's the Schwarzweit.
ブラックホール内部は尋常じゃない重力なの。そこを通れば確かに時間移動は可能かもしれないけど、生身の人間が通り抜けられるわけがない。
だからこそゼリーマン化しているというべきだろう。
ゼリーマンどころか素粒子レベルまで分解される。それがブラックホール。
But somehow they made it somewhat through without being torn apart completely. Dawes already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. The same curiosity that led to Christina not leaving. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know if that's true. I can't stop now.
あった。Z プログラムの中にタイムトラベル理論について解説してるファイルがある。
Okay.
随分あっさり見つかるわね。セルにしては脇が甘すぎる。
They already gave up their server admin's account to the super hacker.
セルンが甘いんじゃなくて僕がすごいっつうか。
You're damn right you're too good.